We'll see how it goes, guys. All right. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Here we're on the Sideline Sitdown on Rio Sports Live. Joined today by the Raymondville Bearkats, Dylan Ramirez, ZaRaivion Armendarez, and Jayson Cantu. All upcoming seniors, right? I should have asked that before we started.
I'm gonna be a junior.
Seniors? Jayson, you're a junior.
Senior.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
guessing. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, guys, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right. So, first thing we're going to talk about, guys, obviously, the lockdown for coronavirus is obviously packed, but government is still talking about, hey, we need to be protective, be careful about what we're doing. What have you guys done in the past month or so as far as staying in shape?
Who's gonna go first? Is someone go first or what?
You go first,
I'll go
Jayson,
first.
and I'll go.
We could flip for it. Oh.
I have like a bench set and a squat rack in my garage, so I've just been doing workouts in the garage, and I have ropes and stuff like that, and I have a lot of ladders and cone drills and stuff like that. So I've just been doing a lot of things to try and stay in shape.
Yeah. Every morning I do 2 miles, and then I go to the storage. I got a bench and a squat rack too.
I've been running almost every day, just trying to stay in shape, and I also have a bench. So I've been just doing a lot of bench and running, trying to stay in shape for the season.
It's all pretty similar. We're all just lifting a lot. Another thing that we kind of how the corona started. Where were you guys? I know some of you guys were in track and baseball. Where were you guys when this whole thing suddenly happened?
Oh, I was in track.
Yeah, we just started our district for baseball.
So what?
We were
what
one
was-
game in.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we just played PI. We beat them, so we're 1-0 in district.
What was like how was the news given to you? Were you had the game already finished, or
Yeah, we already played the game.
or how did that go?
I first saw it on Twitter. I saw it on the UIL state Twitter. And then I
Yeah,
sent
me
it to the
too.
group chat.
And Z, I know you're kind of a little bit more on the athletic when it comes to that's kind of the wrong wording, but I know you're a big fan when it comes to track. So how was it having your track season shortened a little bit?
Obviously it does suck, but mainly for the team, it kind of sucks because, that's how all of us get faster and stuff like that. It helps you get better for the season. So, that's really the main part that really sucks. You can't get the team can't get any faster and stuff like that.
And then what else, guys? Obviously, we transitioned to online learning. As a college student, for me, that's easy money. But for high schoolers, I don't think it'd be a lot easier. We've had past athletes come on here and talk and say that it wasn't as difficult. So how has the online transition been for you guys? It's already the end of the school. Y'all are upcoming seniors. This is your toughest year in high school. So how's online learning been for you guys? How have you guys adjusted?
I think it's been very difficult. I'm the student that likes to ask a lot of questions to the teachers and all. Without them, it's kind of hard.
It's like they started giving us more work now that we're on break.
Yeah,
They just load us up with work every day.
It's easy, but at the same time, it's weird. It's just like you're not really learning; you're just doing work. So it's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's pretty easy. But it's just weird, doing work without a teacher, without being taught.
I know, and like I said, it's the toughest year of high school, and just that being the extra topping on the cake when it comes to having to adjust to online. Yeah, that's definitely tough. I can imagine.
Yeah.
At the same time, guys, I know now that we have a lot of time in our hands. We have a lot more time to do anything besides school. So what have you guys been doing other than working out or doing your homework? Have you guys picked up on any shows? I know, Dylan, you mentioned like Ozark.
I've been playing games too. I've been watching Ozark, trying to finish that. But mainly Call of Duty.
Are we all Call of Duty players on here?
No, I'm not. I'm not much of video games.
I play a little bit, but I'm mainly into Madden. That's what I do. I play a lot of Madden. I've been playing it for a good while, so that's the main thing that I do. I play Madden a lot, and I just spend a lot of time with my family now too. Also,
Xbox or PS4?
I play
Xbox.
PS4.
Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah, because I know Kevin has a PS4. I've been looking at PS4 because I don't know. How would you guys sell me for Xbox? Let me ask you that because I know I've been trying to debate where to get either or. So how would you
It
guys?
don't it don't sound like a jet engine whenever you turn it on.
A jet engine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
My PS4 is on right
mine-
now. You don't hear anything, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Mine don't sound like that either.
Awesome. Any other shows you guys been watching?
I watched a season with. They follow like college teams the whole season.
I watched All
Oh, yeah.
American. That's really all I've been. I'm not really big into like Netflix and stuff like that. So I mean, I watched All American early on in the quarantine.
All American is just fake football.
Yeah, basically a whole bunch of.
Which season you
30-year-old.
like better? I know Kevin talked about one season being better, or what was that? What was that?
I'm like halfway through season 2, so I don't know. I kind of like season 1 a little bit better, but I mean, I don't know. It's just a show, so I don't really know. I don't really care about it that much. But.
Well, now let's talk about some real football. Obviously, you guys have been one of the hotter teams in District 32 4A Division 2. Let's talk before this realignment. We'll go back to 2017. You guys coming off a 92 season. Then you guys transition into the summer to play 7-on-7. Let's start with the season. Talk about how you guys went from 3-8 to 9-2, getting back into the playoffs. Let's start from there because I think it was the first year of y'all going into the 14 district. Just go ahead and give me your thoughts on getting back to a positive record.
I think it was really just the coaches' mentality that they brought into the offseason. I mean, they weren't real hard on us. That was our freshman year, going into our freshman year, doing things like our circuit, our workouts and stuff like that. I mean, the coaches just went all in on us, and I think that's what really paid off, and all of us got better all around.
Yeah, and actually, I'll jump ahead of the 7-on-7 because Dylan, were you on that team as well, the 7-on-7 team?
No, sir.
No, okay. I know Z was. And Jayson, I think you were a freshman, correct?
No, I was in 8th grade.
You're in 8th grade, man. We got all right, so I guess we'll get this straight from Z. Talk about that 7-on-7 team. I know it was again, you guys met Rio Hondo, and that seems to always be the little rivalry that we see in that district. I guess talk about how that 7-on-7 summer kind of helped shape you guys for these past couple of seasons.
Well, I mean, we worked a lot. I mean, me and Jake, especially like just the receivers and stuff like that, would be out there every single day, every other day, would be on the field working, doing stuff like that. And I started in the spring. I mean, like I said, the coaches, they put it on us. And I mean, we just worked and worked and worked. I mean, it all paid off. I mean, once we put against Rio Hondo too, it was a good game. But I mean, I think all the work that we put in, it just ended up paying off.
What was that experience like at state? We got to see you guys, obviously, and then you guys put it together a heck of a run. Even surprised us, too, because normally first time at state, don't have much luck, but you guys proved that otherwise. So how was that experience? And then how did that transpose into the actual football?
It was fun. I mean, it was real fun to go up against, different teams from all around the state. I mean, at the same time, it was different, too. I mean, we wanted to go deeper. Obviously, everyone does, but I got hurt, so I couldn't play the second day. But I mean, it was just fun. I mean, it helped us bond as a team, and it just carried on to the season and made us even better.
And then I'm sure you guys are aware that the news 7-on-7 got canceled this summer. How does that affect you guys at all? Okay, this is like more of a group question.
I think you kind of cut off.
You cut off.
My bad. I was saying how I'm sure you guys have heard the news that 7-on-7 was canceled for this summer because of coronavirus. So, what effect has that had on you guys as far as preparing?
A lot of team bonding. I think a lot of team bonding comes in with the younger guys. Of course, them coming up to varsity. I think that helps us connect a lot more and get to know a lot more about each other in that whole summer.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I take away from it too. I mean, when I came up as a freshman, that's what built me. The bonding, just building with the seniors and stuff like that. I mean, it helps out a lot when it comes to a team thing.
Yeah. I think we just lose a lot of chemistry with the receivers, getting the timing down. That's where we get most of our timing down on 7-on-7.
And for you, Jayson, what do you? I know you started out as a tight end and then you kind of transitioned your way into quarterback. What's the biggest takeaway? I guess you're gonna. I guess you've kind of looked into or tried to get into as far as getting ready. Because I know, yeah, like I said, you went from receiver and then you got put as the man under center last season. So, what kind of disadvantage did you take away as far as getting ready?
I don't think it took away that much because during practice I was always getting the second team rep, so I was always ready. I knew I was gonna beat out the starting quarterback, so I was just ready. I don't think there was many disadvantage.
All right, now we'll go and move ahead into the new that you guys have. I'm sure y'all are plenty aware of going from 14 district. Now your schedule's pretty much set except for the first 2 games. Now, you guys got West Oso, Ingleside, Port Isabel, Rio Hondo, Black, Robstown, Rockport, Fulton, who's actually was in D1 last alignment and gave plenty of trouble for 4A teams, and Sinton, who's I think you guys are familiar with them, and Rio Hondo familiar with them as well. Talk about what you guys think about it. It's a longer schedule, obviously, for district. What do you guys think of that?
I think it's good for our school. We finally get to prove to everyone that we're not someone to play around with. We have better competition now, more schools to, I don't know, just show what we got now.
Yeah, I think it's going to prepare us for, just for the playoffs. Going against those tough teams early, it gets you better for the playoffs. District, it counts. Yeah, it counts getting a district title and stuff, but it really matters once you get that second part of the season, which is the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot better. Nobody really liked that 4-team district and automatically getting in the playoffs. We didn't feel like, I didn't feel like that was enough. So with this 8-team district, I really like it more so we can really prove ourselves.
And I feel like, yeah, and I'll agree with you. I do like it more because in the past, you guys played these guys in non-district, like West Oso. And then you guys, I think if I have my notes right, you guys played them in a playoff series I think it was not this past year, but the season before.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There was somewhere there, but you guys are often familiar with them. Going off that, again, talk about the familiarity you guys have with these
teams. We played West Oso in the playoffs last year, and we also played Sinton a few years back. So, we're real familiar with them. I see them in track season. I'm pretty sure Jayson sees them during baseball season and stuff like that. Yeah. So, it's just going to get us better. That's it.
Dylan or Jayson?
It's gonna be the same result. 3-peat. Back to back to back.
Are y'all excited to try to see if y'all can get 3 in a row this year?
Oh yeah, this is the most exciting season I've been excited for. Senior year.
I want a 3-peat, but I just want to get better as the season goes. Playing against those tough teams like Rockport, they've made it to the 4th round 2 years in a row, or last year they made it to the 3rd round, or the year before that. So it's just gonna get us better. That's what I'm more excited about, just playing against a tougher schedule. Really.
Mm-hmm. And I'll agree with that. Yeah, Rockport has really been the toughest 4A team in the region. Let me ask y'all this. I know y'all aren't familiar with this, but with Rockport coming back down, I think the ladder kind of shifts down a little bit. So that Hidalgo district, La Feria, Gruya, King, they're getting Miller, they're getting Alice. That 15 district is stacked. Let me check my notes. Toulouse Midway, Cal Allen. So
so they're gonna play them like second round.
Yeah, I think that would more or less be the second round matchup for if it goes 1-4, that the 4 team will be from a 15 or 16. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what that matchup will be like. So in a way, everything's getting better. So I'm just kind of repeating what I'm saying. So again, it's all about new challenges. I'm sure you guys are ready for the challenge, right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure everybody else is too, down in the valley, because we have talent down here. We can compete with those guys up there in the San Antonio area, and it should be fun.
And how actually going off that, especially after last season, I'll use LaFerrier as an instance because I got to call their game last year. How far do you think has Rio Grande Valley football advanced in years? We saw Pioneer state in the regionals, and then they lost suddenly. Hannah made it 1 year. I had a chance and slightly lost to Brandeis. So how far in advance do you think Rio Grande football has become?
I think it's grown a lot. I mean, especially with that year that Landry had over there, or Landry Gilpin, what they had over there in Mission. I mean, they've done a lot of things. And Eddie just committed to UTSA. So, I mean, we're getting noticed a lot more down here. I mean, I think each year it's just going to get better and better.
Dylan, Jayson?
The same.
Yeah. We're just getting recognized more, finally, I feel.
A lot more kids are putting in a lot more hard work, I feel. On social media, I see a lot more people posting a lot of workouts, and I feel like people they want it.
Getting recognized now.
Yeah. And how anxious are you guys to get back on the field after all this? I know you guys have done your own workouts, but I'm sure it has not been at all.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm texting coach like every few days, seeing if I can go to the field or go work out. I mean, keeps on telling me I have to wait and wait and wait, but I mean, I just want to get back into the weight room. I mean, I live there and on the field. I mean, I love it. I love getting better and stuff like that. So, I mean, I miss it a lot for sure.
Same thoughts.
They haven't said anything when like everything's supposed to open back up. Like,
Coach told me that there's a chance I will be able to go and do some workouts on May 18th when they do the second phase of the everything opening, because they're supposed to open up gyms and stuff like that. So he said there's a chance that we might be able to go do some workouts.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's looking good as of now. I mean, with opening everything up, I feel like we'll get to a good place. And I think after this first weekend, I think it's a good sign. I mean, they canceled State 7-on-7, but I know that they're having a championship 7-on-7 series that's like nationwide. That they're still planning to go on for a tournament in June or something like that. So I think there's a very good chance that you guys can back on the field. Well, I have one last thing. What rivalries do you guys like to have? I know you guys had the one with Rio Honda, but now with this 18 district, is West Oso another kind of rivalry, or is like the one with Rio Honda the more one you guys like?
I would say out of our district, I like
LaFerrier.
I love playing LaFerrier. I feel like it's always a good game. It's always the first week of the season. I mean, I would want to play them later on, but I mean, I love playing them. It's been the same thing since middle school. So,
yeah.
So I would say LaFerrier for sure.
Yeah, I say LaFerrier for sure.
Add on, Jayson.
I like playing against Rohondo. I got an uncle, the head coach over there, so beating them is always beating them is always a extra. Makes more excitement.
I remember when Raymondville and LaFerrier were in the same district at one point. Yeah, that was always the first. I think that was always the first game of the season, and just the whole stadium would be packed on whichever stadium it was packed on. I know this is kind of early to ask, but have y'all looked into where you're trying to go after high school? I know this is kind of early and stuff, but have y'all looked into that yet?
I mean, I've been talking to a few coaches like UTSA, Rice, SMU, Arizona State, just different schools. But I mean, it's nothing really. I'm not too sure yet. I mean, I want to stay in state so my grandparents and still watch me play and stuff like that, and all my family can watch me play still too.
And I know, Jayson, you have another year to wait on. Dylan, you're expected to have one of the great seasons come this year. So, have you been getting any on you yet?
Just a lot of emails, a lot of camp invites. Too bad they all got shut down with this COVID-19. It would have been great to go to a lot of new schools to go see the facilities, but a lot of just camp invites and emails.
Well, that's good. That's always good, man. We'll look forward to seeing you guys getting invites, all these offers. We look forward to that, and we definitely look forward to seeing you back on the football field. Before we wrap up, do you guys want to give any shout outs to family friends?
Shout out to the O-line.
Yeah, definitely O-line doing all the hard work,
Yeah, for sure. I just hope everyone's still staying in shape and stuff like that. I mean, once we get back,
their
we're
own
going to get to work.
All right. Well, that'll conclude our show, guys. We appreciate you joining us. That's Dylan Ramirez, Armendarez, and Jayson Cantu. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we're going to have Eladio Jaime, former Valley Morning Star sports reporter. And it'll be at 5 o'clock with Kevin here on the Sideline Sitdown. Dylan, Z, Jayson, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on a
Thanks
football.
for having us.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.